Okay, so let's work on gaining control over the club face. So I think the most simple way to gain control over the club face is eliminate a lot of extra movements that you have to take back out when you put them in. So if I go back and go toward an open position, which is very common, I have to then get back for my club face to be square to path and then move it through. So that creates two problems. One of them is obviously getting right back to where you are, and feeling that is tricky, but then also that takes a very specific amount of time, right? So if I don't move my club face off of square to path, then that aspect is going to be pretty consistent whether I go slow or fast. But if I start adding some element, I'm not going to have time to get it back to square unless I take this certain amount of time every time. And as you all know, when you get out on the course, you get a little nervous, your time frame changes, and suddenly your swing that you could time on the range isn't workable on the golf course. So what you need to do is create things that make your swing more forgiving. And the way to do that, I think, is to just eliminate rotation of the club face going back and through the hitting area, and then moving your center around too much. So get yourself feeling centered, and it's more not a steady head as much as your whole body being centered in one place. And then feeling like this, I put this on here, it points at the line of flight both ways. So by playing, keeping my whole unit on plane here. I've got a 66-yard target, but my real focus is keeping everything square through this whole area. So let's see how I do. Pretty good, just a couple feet off the line there. So I'm really just trying to hit that line. So that one does. It's almost on the line, pretty close to the flag there. Maybe do one more. Just going to give it a little bit more, but mostly stay with that club face orientation through the whole swing. That's pretty good. Gave myself maybe a 6-footer. So controlling this subtlety is the biggest skill in golf. Both the angle of this and where exactly it lands. So being able to hit the center of the club face, hit the ball first, and control this angle are basically the skills of golf. And the rest of it is building more speed, those kinds of things. But really, the skill set, it's those three things, so work on that.